This is the Red Sox Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Got to get the microphone up and running. If you can, give us a little bit of a thumbs up if you can hear us on our latest Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer, MLB on ESPN Radio, college baseball on the ESPN networks, Longhorn Network, ACC Network, SEC Network, 10 years in the minors, and a guy with a dangerous amount of useless baseball information. Well, all good things come to an end. Dustin May making his Red Sox debut Wednesday night. The Red Sox 7-game win streak coming to an end. The Red Sox 7-game home win streak at Fenway also coming to an end. But the Red Sox do go 5-1 on the homestand. They do lose a game to the Blue Jays in the AL Eastern Division standings, and we'll get into that and a little bit of everything else as we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com. and you are going to receive 50% off on your first year. We always like to remind you that we want to hear from you, our Royal Rooters, yes, our first-timers and our everydayers. If you're with us on the Locked On Red Sox postcast, on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, hit that comment button and join the conversation. You can also hit me up on the X, give a follow at Lennox on Baseball as we continue the Red Sox and baseball conversation there as well. So you could have gone 6-0 on the homestand. You could have, celebrated Roman Anthony signing an 8-year deal with the Red Sox. That's great news from Wednesday as well. But Dustin May, team debut, and this is what I'll say about it. It could have been a lot worse.
This is what you'll be talking about.
So, the Royals take the finale. Red Sox actually took the lead in the first inning. More two-out magic. Romy Gonzalez against Michael Wacha. And I think it was 4 or 5 starts in a row entering Wednesday for Michael Wacha, where he didn't allow more than 2 runs. Gave up 2 runs in the first inning, settled down nicely. And the Red Sox did not get anything else against Wacha as he went 6 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. The Red Sox walking just once in the game. Red Sox struck out just 5 times in the game. By the way, that's 7 strikeouts total for Red Sox hitters over the last 2 games. Struck out just 2 times in the victory behind Garrett Crochet on Saturday night. Put the ball in play, but not enough where they came up with base hits. And I mentioned Roman Anthony, and I'll mention Mike Yastrzemski here as well. It was a while back, yes, when the Red Sox were in San Francisco. I apologize. I don't remember who it was, but they're like, basically saying, hey, Mike Yastrzemski at some point should be a member of the Red Sox. If he weren't a lefty bat like his grandfather Carl was, then yeah, I'd love to see him as a member of the Red Sox in the future. I didn't realize when he made that catch almost back to the wall in right field against Roman Anthony, I think it was in the 5th inning. Dave O'Brien, first Nesson reference, by the way, mentioning that ball would have been out of 29 of 30 big league ballparks. The only one that it wasn't out of, Fenway Park. Wouldn't that have been fitting? Wouldn't that have been neat? Wouldn't it have been neat if the Red Sox did pick up a victory on the day that Roman Anthony signs his contract extension? How giddy were you on that during the course of the day? Jeff Passan, I believe, of ESPN had it first. There's a lot to sort of go over with the deal. I think Gabby will have it Locked On Red Sox in the coming days. It can escalate with all the different things in there for Roman Anthony, but he, his mom, dad, sister were in attendance along with Craig Breslow, Sam Kennedy earlier in the day before the game, and Roman Anthony wants to be in Boston, and he is now locked up. As long as Roman Anthony and his family are happy with the deal, no one else should care what the terms of the deal are. Takes him a couple of years into his free agency. And that's great for the Red Sox. It's great for Roman Anthony. And you don't have to worry about that going forward. Maybe Marcelo Meyer comes up. Maybe Alex Bregman comes up in the next couple of weeks. But the one thing I liked about Anthony and hearing him talk about the extension was it happened quickly, and I didn't want it getting out there that we were having the conversations back and forth, him and his representatives, with the Red Sox organization, led by Sam Kennedy, I'm sure, and Craig Breslow as well. But it didn't get out there. This was news on Wednesday. Hopeful, waking up every day, lock them up long term. Now they have. Great to see. Dustin May, again, it could have been a lot worse. Didn't make it out of the 4th inning. Gave up 3 earned runs total. 1 inning, he sort of barked and got all excited about leaving a runner at third base, and he left that runner Runner at third, less than 2 outs. So I was like, okay, that's a little over the top. But then again, it was a less than, runner at third, less than 2 out situation. But 3 2/3 innings, 3 earned runs allowed. He takes the loss. And whether it's the sweeper or the cutter, it feels like this is another one of those big right-handers that should be able to rely a little bit more on a four-seam fastball. Again, last start 2 Sundays ago at Fenway with the Dodgers against the Red Sox. So last 2 starts have been at Fenway. There's some stuff to like, but as I give you the at-bat of the night, Jonathan India hitting a 3-run home run to add on to the lead, and at the time 6-2 in the 7th inning, it's not so much that he extended the lead or Jonathan India hit a 3-run home run. It was who he hit the home run off of. Jordan Hicks, in case you didn't hear about it, Jorge Alcala was designated for assignment earlier in the week. Is Jordan Hicks going to be DFA'd? No, he's not. I didn't look it up on Baseball Reference. I don't know if he has options. But Jordan Hicks, let's go. Get it together. Because really, Walker Buehler said it a couple times this year, where people have asked him after games, members of the media, hey, do you feel like you're pitching for your spot in the rotation? He's saying, I think I'm pitching for my spot at the Major League Baseball level, to pitch at this level and to compete. Jordan Hicks, you might be right in line behind Walker Buehler right now. And Buehler goes in game 1 of the San Diego series on Friday night. Do you really want to sit down in front of the TV or put the radio on? 9:40 Eastern, first pitch, I believe, at Petco Park on Friday night. That's the only late start of that series in San Diego. Afternoon baseball, the next 2 games. But do you really want to put the TV on and watch Walker Buehler pretty much mimic what he's done already? And you get 3 2/3 out of May on Wednesday night, 3 2/3, out of Buehler on Friday. All of a sudden, you start really taxing your bullpen. And Jordan Hicks, if Justin Slayton were even remotely close to being ready to go in the bullpen, then you're on call right now. Again, they're not going to DFA Hicks, part of the deal that sent Devers away to San Francisco. Kyle Harrison, is anyone going to ask why he isn't up? Is he just not doing enough in AAA right now? I think he should be brought up at some point in time. You could write a book, and Craig Breslow, tip of the cap on a lot of different things, but you could write a book. Even Slayton, Liam Hendricks this week on misdiagnosis. Slayton, when he went on the IL initially, was, hey, we think it's going to be quick. When he's eligible to come off, we think he's going to be able to come off. That did not happen. Entirely different situation with Slayton, prompting him to miss an extended period of time. Hendricks, similar. What they thought initially wasn't the case, and they had to sort of regroup and go about rehabbing a little bit differently. So, for every good, it seems like there's something, you've got to think about with the Red Sox, that it's not always true. Think back to Casas last year with the injury. Tanner Houck this year, all of a sudden, no, it's the elbow. Not sure if he ever truly blew out the ulnar collateral ligament. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent there. But Hicks, if he's got options, AAA might be in his future. Again, I don't know right off the top. But May, throw another one in there like that. May and Buehler 2 former Dodgers, you might both be destined for the bullpen. And May's stuff may play for an inning or 2 out of the bullpen. A lot of movement on his pitches. 5 hit batters, by the way, a franchise record. And Dave O'Brien, Lou Merlone said it, hey, not intent, not on purpose, but 5 hit batters is 5 hit batters. Royals said, you know what? We're not fooling around with this. We're not retaliating on any level. We're getting out of Dodge with a victory. We salvaged the final game of the 3-game series. Again, 7-game win streak coming to an end, 5-1 on the homestand. 7-game home win streak at Fenway also coming to an end. Trevor Story extends his hit streak. Roman Anthony in the leadoff spot does not extend his hit streak. And Jarren Duran becomes the 12th player this year to hit in the cleanup spot. Jarren Duran, cleanup hitter. Did you have that on your bingo card for the Red Sox in 2025? If you did, tip of the cap. I don't know that you did. Duran, 1 for 4 with a single. Romy Gonzalez, a pair of doubles and 2 strikeouts in his 4 at-bats. Abreu 0 for 3. Yoshida 0 for 4. There's another guy. I mean, Masa Yoshida, how many more at-bats do we need? I mean, you've gone with Hamilton, you've gone with Connor Wong, now you're going with Masa Yoshida. These guys, it's August. It may not happen for this season. And you may very well have to say, you know what? It's just not working. We got to find something else. Yoshida is a ground ball out almost every single time. Lou Merloni's mentioned it a bunch of times. Yoshida's going well. He walks. He's walked once, I believe, so far since returning to the IL and making his season debut a while back. But he's got enough of a sample size now where it's like, this isn't happening. And if there's a lefty on the mound, for the most part, he's not going to be in there. So you face a couple lefties in a row like you have on this homestand, he's on the bench. And I don't know. Last year, you thought he comes to the plate, he's going to give you a good quality at bat. He's rolling over on everything. Win streak comes to an end. It's still a much-deserved day off on Thursday. It's 6 on the road starting Friday. 3 in San Diego, 3 in Houston. It's not going to be an easy road trip. You really, right now, my expectation, I don't have grand expectations here. 3 and 3. You drop 2 out of 3 in San Diego, go and win 2 out of 3 in Houston. By the way, the Astros, I'm sure they've got long-term memories, understanding they just got swept at Fenway Park. So it's not going to be an easy one. Now 4 back, Blue Jays pounded the Rockies. You got no help from the Colorado Rockies, nor should you have expected any help from the Colorado Rockies. 4 back in the division, Rangers losing at home to the Yankees, the Rays winning, the Royals winning. Still a lot to be determined. I'm not going to say it's the sprint to the finish yet, but we're getting close. 46 left. 46 left. It'll be 20 and 20 after this road trip. 20 at home, 20 on the road. And this is not an easy stretch. People are making a lot of the Blue Jays having a tough stretch the rest of the way. Red Sox, it's not a lot easier. And it starts with this road trip. Padres are playing for an awful lot. They're still playing. I mean, they're like the Red Sox. They're looking up at one team in their division. That's the Dodgers. And they have designs with all the moves they made at the trade deadline. They don't have designs on a wild card spot. They have designs on catching the Dodgers, who lost to the Cardinals on Wednesday as well. Locked On Red Sox postcast. Less of me right now, more of you, and we hear from you as we continue right here. Locked On Red Sox postcast, talking about a disappointing loss. And you would have loved to have seen a lot more from Dustin May. Didn't happen. And I think he's on a short leash. And then it might be, you know what, we're putting you in the bullpen. And that might come sooner or later. Maybe you're only giving him a couple more starts to prove himself that he can go 5-6 innings. It's got to be in there. And our Locked On Red Sox postcast is presented by Game Day Hue. And so is the hat I'm wearing on this Wednesday night. Hey, for Red Sox fans like us, this one, I think, hits the mark. Game Day Hue makes clean, no-logo gear with team-inspired colors for every pro and college fan base. It's all about letting your colors speak for you. No giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the golf course, or anywhere in between. You are going to love rocking it on the golf course, subtle, stylish, and also you can still rep your team. The hat pairs perfectly with your usual gear, doesn't replace anything. Doesn't replace any of your gear that has the team logo stuff on it. It just simply adds to your lineup. You can wear your hats to tailgates, tea times, and just out running errands. And you're always going to get compliments. Who doesn't love that? It's the kind of hat that reps your team without screaming. It's subtle, but still says everything. And it's not just hats. Check out their split shade gloves on the website, made for the golf course, or it also serves as the perfect gift for the fan who has everything. Right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15. That's code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDayHue.com. The code even stacks on bundle deals. So now is the time to load up. Let your colors talk, because colors do speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com, code MLB15. Locked On Red Sox postcast, also presented by Monarch Money. Ever wish managing your money was just a little bit easier? With Monarch Money, it can. Whether you're growing your savings or planning a big purchase, Monarch puts you in the driver's seat. It's like having your own personal CFO, Chief Financial Officer, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is more than just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all of your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So, in addition to managing your money, you're also building on your wealth. When you start using Monarch Money, you may soon understand and realize as you're keeping track of how you're spending your money, you might just come to terms and learn where the money's going. Maybe it's on takeout. Maybe it's on subscriptions. Maybe those things are all adding up to more money going out than coming in, more than you expected. You are going to gain an appreciation of having everything in one app, making it easier to manage your money day to day. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off on your first year. Back at it. To your comments we go. We want to hear from the Royal Rooters, our everydayers, and our first-timers. Red Sox, hey, it's been few and far between so far in the season, scoring first against the opposing team in the game. But the Red Sox do score first Wednesday night, end up losing the game in the finale to the Royals. Now 42-16 this season when scoring first. Mentioned Jarren Duran, 12th different hitter to hit in the cleanup spot this season. And the Red Sox, two-out magic. They scored 16 runs in the 3 games against Kansas City, taking 2 out of 3. 13 of the 16 runs, including the 2 they got in the first inning off of Michael Wacha, and also the RBI base hit for Trevor Story as well. Story's base hit coming in the 8th inning to make it a 7-3 ball game. That turned out to be the final. So again, 2-out magic. Keep that going on the road. To the comments we go. Glad you're with us. Locked On Red Sox Postcast. Who is our leadoff hitter? It is Andrew the GOAT. Andrew, I see you're in here a couple of times. Great to have you on board. I believe you are. But Andrew, where were you during the 7-game win streak? Sort of few and far between, but that's okay. You're back. We love it. Andrew the GOAT. Kansas City Royals got a lucky win tonight. To a certain degree, they did, because even early on when it was a 1-run game, and again, they scored 3 runs to take a 3-2 lead. Bobby Witt Jr., Kyle Isbel, Witt Jr. RBI base hit to get the Royals on the board. Then Isbel next inning, 2-run base hit to put the Royals in the lead for the first time in the series, by the way. But it felt, and I think Lou Merloni sort of mentioned it a few times, it feels like they're down, 5-2. They weren't. It was a 1-run game. And then, as it's 3-2, as I said, at bat of the night, India extends the lead for the Royals. And again, that home run comes off Jordan Hicks, whose time with the Red Sox at the big league level might be short-lived right now. Andrew the GOAT, appreciate you checking in. Emily, ouch. Yes, well said. We couldn't recover from bad pitching. And that happens on some nights. It does. By the way, 2 more errors, clean it up defensively. Emily, May started out strong, but when he fell apart, he fell apart. Yes. You can say second time through. You can say just, not making adjustments out on the mound. As they made good adjustments on him. And Kansas City, they go out there and swing. And they've got a pretty good approach at the plate as well. Logan, we don't have to sweep every team. Absolutely 100%. But we have to at least win the series. We got to do something about Hicks, though. He's just dragging this team down. Logan, agree to agree. Yeah. I mean, Emily said it of, Dustin May. It wasn't inspiring. You just felt like when he threw the ball, there was gasoline being poured on the fire. And again, it was only a 1-run lead when he exited in the 4th inning. But Hicks, I think you're on call right now. You got to figure this out. If you're not paying attention to the program, if you're not doing what they're expecting you to do, and they're trying to set you up for success, and you're doing your own thing, that's not a good thing. But if you're just not executing what their game plan is, that's not good either. And he's got to figure this out. Because and this is not, right now you don't trust him at all coming out of the bullpen. I mean, you hear his name or you see him warming up in the bullpen, you're thinking, oh, here we go. This isn't good. And he's not going to get a lot of the situations. Again, he came into the game, gave up the home run. And it's a 1-run game in the 7th inning. Your job right there is to keep it a 1-run game. He did not do that. Do I think it happens before they get on the plane tonight? I don't. But it's in the back of my mind that right now, he's not getting the job done. You might have to go to another guy at AAA and say, hey, bring him up. We got to find somebody that's going to be reliable in the bullpen, high leverage or no, down in a game as well. Curly Maple. Well, May and Hicks, that wasn't great. We'll need someone to step up to round out the rotation. His name might be Cooper Criswell. And I think he's deserving of more opportunity at the big league level. Just give there we go, right there. Prod by Brownie 3. Just give Criswell the ball. I hope I got that right. Welcome back. I hope I got that right. Dustin May, this is Logan, did his all right. It was Hicks that made us lose. Well, May, first off, you want at least 5 out of your starter, and he couldn't do that. He got chased in the 4th. He wasn't making it past the 4th inning. They had activity in the bullpen. He didn't get you 12 outs. Let alone get you through 5. I mean, whatever you want to call, old school, purist, whatever. I'm not going. I don't like the opener. The Red Sox, if they've used 3 openers this entire year, I think you could probably count on one hand. Last year it was a ton. But I'm not going where a starter is a 4-inning guy. For as long as I'm on this earth, remaining on this earth and watching baseball, I don't want a starter needs to go 5. And you got to go 5 to qualify the win. And most people don't like the win-loss record anymore. And it's antiquated. It's old. It's this. It's that. It's still important. Ask a big league pitcher about the win-loss record. Emily, yeah, but at this point, it's expected that X is going to make a mess, 100%. It's like your teenager, right? They're in the kitchen. You're going to be looking at a mess an hour later. I wish May could have held it together longer so we didn't have to use the bullpen so quick. Agreed, 100%. But as he's pitching in the 2nd, 3rd innings, you're realizing he's not going to be long for the game. Baconator Senior Roman Empire. Yeah, love the deal. Relievers, this from Logan. Relievers need to do their job if we want to be a playoff team, bottom line. Yeah, and it's got to be more consistent. Let's get George in here. I got 1 or 2 more. George, on to the Padres. May and Hicks, not strong, not at all. Andrew the Goat, Kansas City Royals got lucky win against the Red Sox at home. Got that one in there already. Ethan, tough loss, but for once, I'm not worried about this team. Ethan talked to me after Sunday and the 3-game series in San Diego. May is shaky from Ethan, but the stuff is there, and I'm hoping Bailey can fix him. Emily's going to let's get Emily in here. She's going to close us out. Hopefully after some work we can put him, get him honed in. I don't know what to say about Hicks. He's stressful. Yes, he is. You said it all right there. Love that we got Anthony locked up. Yeah, you got to feel good about that. Put your head on the pillow tonight knowing Roman Anthony. Don't have to worry about the arbitration years. Don't have to worry about pending free agency down the road. Don't have to worry about, the service time and him being a free agent sooner rather than later and all those different things. He is locked up. And if Roman Anthony and his family and his agents and his representatives are happy with the deal as well. We don't talk on Thursday. But we'll be back on Friday with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. We'll be on board within minutes of the final out. Game 1 of the 3-game series. Buehler going in Game 1. Walker Buehler has to get on track. You need him to be consistent. You can't have 2 and 3 guys in this rotation where you don't know what's going on. Obviously, you know what you're getting from Crochet. An ace-like performance just about every time out. Giolito and Bayo have righted the ship. You're confident in them. But May and Buehler, get with the program, gentlemen. As always, we tip our cap to you, our Royal Rooters. Again, we'll be back Friday, off day on Thursday. Enjoy your Thursday. What are you going to do without the Red Sox? Hit me up on the X, at Lennox on Baseball. Let me know what you're doing on Thursday. And, hey, we can keep the Red Sox conversation going there as well. Locked On Red Sox postcast. You are making it one of the top. And we're trying to make it the number 1 place to hang out immediately after every game. You do that for us, and it is greatly appreciated. Locked On Sports, your team. Your Red Sox, yeah, I got to say it, win or lose, every day.